You would think after yesterday, after doing all those squats, 300 bodyweight squats in 3 sets, you would think that I'd wake up this morning feeling stiff, feeling miserable, having difficulty sitting on the toilet as we always talk about it. The worst of leg day, the high repetition kind of squat routine or deadlift working or whatever the case might be. Man, I've woken up this morning like nothing happened yesterday. It is remarkable. I don't know whether I'm unique like this, or whether it's because the endurance I've built over the year and a half or whatever of squatting every day. But I wake up after these days feeling a lot better than I do when I do something like 5x5 at 85 or 80%. When I do heavy weight for kind of like 5 reps or 5x5, man, the following day I wake up, my adductors are so jacked up. I can't do anything. I can't sit on the toilet. I can't walk around. I'm miserable, I'm moody, I'm tired, I just want to sleep. Absolutely wasted when I do that. But when I do 300 squats, yeah, sure. While I'm doing those squats, while I'm doing that workout, I'm in agony, I'm in pain. It's a lot worse, in my opinion, than doing 5 sets of 5 in terms of, how much, pain and displeasure you have. But after the fact, 24 hours, 48 hours after, I always feel better. Even the pig squat routine, all those reps that I do, I feel kind of sore with the pig squat because you end up, hitting some heavy weight. But for the most part, you feel good. I don't know what it is. Yesterday I started thinking to myself, man, if I wake up today feeling really fresh, I might have to start thinking about whether I'm actually built for strength at all. Maybe, when I was a kid, when I was playing soccer and basketball, kind of in my developmental years, maybe all that, stimulus to my body, my growing body, kind of send a signal that, okay, this is what we're going to be doing for the rest of our life. We're going to be running around. We need endurance. We need aerobic capacity. Maybe my body's built for that. Maybe I'm built for endurance rather than strength. Maybe that's kind of more, natural to my kind of makeup in general. All this quad exercise chasing, trying to do leg extensions, Bulgarian split squats, high rep squats. I kept thinking to myself, man, the common denominator here is not the exercise. It seems to be just reps. Whenever I do something above 20 reps, my quads start burning up and feeling really, really pumped up. No matter what I do, kind of low reps, I never feel my quads. I just started thinking to myself, maybe my muscle composition fibers they're all type 1. They're all kind of slow twitch fibers. They're all made for endurance. I don't know. It's really hard to come up with answers in all of this, but I've woken up today feeling mint. Now, I feel kind of like jelly-legged. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't have the capacity to repeat that effort from yesterday, but I'm not sore. I'm not in agony. You know what I mean? There's definitely a distinction there between doing heavy ass weight for 20 reps, 25 reps, and then doing no weight for 300 plus reps. For me, those light reps seem to be kind of, as I'm doing them, it seems as though I'm washing away all the waste products. Whereas with 5x5, it seems that the weight's so heavy and the reps are so low that the damage is done, but there's nothing to take away the waste products. There's not enough circulation through that tissue. Whereas with high weight, there's so much circulation, there's so much blood pumping that it seems as though that whatever damage that happens, it gets taken away and it's excreted by your kidneys, and then you're kind of good. Makes me think if I was to ever go back to 5x5 type training, maybe you should always finish those workouts with some bodyweight squats. Wash that shit away, man. Maybe this is a good plan, so you can kind of hit your agreed upon strength parameters, and then you just freaking wash that shit away. So if for some of you guys that don't believe at all in high repetition squats, maybe just use it for that function. Wash away the lactic acid, wash away those byproducts of metabolism, wash away those byproducts of tension, muscle breakdown. Because I don't know what else I could say to kind of explain how good I feel. Fair enough, I feel tired, as in systemically, but I'm not struggling to walk or move. In fact, I feel more mobile. I feel limber. It's a bizarre thought. I've come in this morning, another 5 a.m. session, another work day, and I just go straight into it, straight into back work. So today I started off with pull-ups. I didn't want to start with bent over rows. I feel like the bent over rows are easier for me, especially at this weight, man. There's nothing on the bar for sets of 30. So I just jumped on the pull-ups. I ended up doing 60 all-up pull-ups. So I did 2 sets of 10, 2 sets of 8, 2 sets of 6, 2 sets of 4, 2 sets of 2, and that was 60 pull-ups. It's kind of like a nice way to kind of get your volume without worrying about getting reps in a given set. Even if you do like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, like that kind of thing as well. It's a really good way because, you know, as the sets go on, you get weaker and weaker and you kind of get forgiven by each following set because you have to do less and less work. So it's kind of like a good mental way to approach volume training. And then after that, I did barbell rows. I didn't do the single dumbbell rows. Some discussions we had yesterday, some of you fellas linked in Athlete X video where he talked about the hernia, how he got 2 hernias from the same freaking exercise. I remember hearing about this back in the day, but because I never kind of really did this exercise, I kind of forgot about it, I guess. But definitely, if that's a concern, I don't want to borrow it. So I'm not going to be doing that whole knee elevated on the bench barbell row. But I can always kind of lean across the workbench here with my 2 feet planted on the ground, 1 arm on the bench, and then row that way. The reason I didn't today basically is because, well, I don't have enough time, man. I got to get in the house and get to work. So, you know, that would probably take another 20 minutes to do 5 sets or whatever with that. So I just basically did a horizontal pull with the rows and I did a vertical pull with the pull-ups, and that will do me for these type of sessions where I don't have enough time. And then I went to squats. Now squats, obviously today are going to be super low volume. I ended up doing the bar for 10. I think 64 was 1 and all the way to I think 170. Just for sets of 1. Once again, I don't have time to do any more, and also I'm kind of spent. I don't want to do any more. But you know, feeling good today. Like I said, I can't really explain why high repetitions always feels good to me. I always think to myself, man, like I don't know, man, like maybe what we do between the ages of 5 and 15 matters the most. How athletic we're gonna be. What our physical potential is going to be, because man, I can tell you, man, when I lived back in Yugoslavia, man, from the ages of like 6 years old, man, we were out on the street, 4 bricks on the road, and we played soccer all damn day. We would never get back in the house. We would just play all day. As long as there's light outside, we'd be playing. We'd have 2 meals, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. After that, we'd come home, the parents would tell us to go into the showers, you know, wash up, have a meal, and then go back to bed and repeat that. That was kind of during the summer holidays. That's how we did it, man. And so, I mean, that whole country over there, man, they just, it's a religion over there, man. You play soccer. And so, what's soccer? It's an aerobic exercise, man. You just play all freaking day. So I never really touched anything strength orientated until I was basically a 20-year-old dude. So my whole freaking first, if you want to say fifth of my life, if I ever make to 100, was all about aerobic. And then as an adult, I started lifting weights. So maybe the foundation was already laid for what I was gonna do as a human being, as you know, during my life. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about this too deep, but certainly I've felt with all my training, I respond so much better with high rep stuff. I even said to you guys, I mean, some of you guys have vehemently kind of disagreed with me, but every single time, man, I put in high reps, I've gotten stronger. I keep saying it. The first time I hit 200 kilos, man, I was kind of plateaued with 180. I didn't know what to do. And then I read super squats, and I was like, man, what's going on with that, man? Why are people like getting strong with that thing, man? And I'm like, man, it's just time and attention. It's just volume, man. It's not so much like all out tension. It's just you're sitting under a freaking weight for hours, it seems. So I just tried to implement that. I took the bar and I was like, all right, let's just have this thing on my back for a couple of minutes and just squat with it. I ended up doing sets of 50, 60, 70. Then I transitioned to like 40 kilos, doing that for 30 reps or 40 reps. And I did that for a few weeks, and all of a sudden, in the same workout, dude, I'll freaking come in and I would hit 50 reps with the barbell, and then work up my way to 200. That's how I felt, man. I felt really strong doing that. So maybe this is just my unique experience because of my growing up. But I wonder if our childhood years basically dictate on what you're going to be able to do when you're an adult. which is concerning, right? Because half of freaking Australia and half of freaking America are fat, right? The obesity is just a freaking pandemic, man. We're talking about a real pandemic, man. We've got two pandemics happening here. This pandemic has been happening freaking for 50 years, it seems. We're fat. And so what chance do these people have of having a healthy life? But anyway, I digress. If you're listening to this and you're thinking, nah, screw that, man, I'm not going to bother with high reps. Just do your 5x5, do whatever you want to do, man. Do what you believe in. And then do me a favor, or do yourself a favor. Try just doing a set of 100 bodyweight squats, and just be mindful of how you feel after that. Maybe there's just value in that you wash away all the soreness straight after those sets. Because I don't know how else to explain feeling so damn good with high reps. It's just the way it is for me, man. I don't know. Wherever I do, even the bench press, man. I did freaking 90 reps with a freaking barbell. Wake up the following day and I'm like, man, this is awesome. I feel good. Like all the joints feel lubricated. I feel just happy. I don't know, man. Maybe this is just my unique experience, but that's how I feel. All right, guys, let me get out of here and earn some money. Go to work. Until then, catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.